everybody? Zero here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In this episode, same shit. But yeah, I know the last two episodes we've kind of been talking about MMOs and SWTOR and all that shit. So let's switch it up a bit. Okay, we were talking about things I got recently. I also picked up, because, okay, like most kids who, most people who grew up around the time I did, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. Not very well, didn't understand the game, but, it was the thing to do. At least, around here. And I think it was, in most places, it was a popular thing. But, in high school, I got back into it. And got, to a semi-competitive level, along with a bunch of my friends. We would get better together. But yeah, so basically you could say I've been a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player my whole life. Except for a brief period of time where I was playing Duel Masters, which half of you may not even remember. At one point I may do a Let's Play of the game, because I really fucking enjoyed Duel Masters for what it was. But I picked up the Magic the Gathering 2015 core set Duel Deck Builders Toolkit. And me and my friend just, opened it up and made decks. And, taught ourselves how to play Magic. And holy shit, Yosuke's evolving now. Good. Good. Yeah, guys. Now he's fully matured, too. But anyway, yeah. So, because the Deck Builder's Toolkit comes with 285 cards. Now, mind you, so many of those are land. And, you get a semi-randomized amount. And then you get, I think it was 4 or 5 booster packs. But, we were able to put together a basic form of the deck. Whether it's competitive, not competitive, I don't fucking know. Because I've never played, but, that's something new I'm trying. I'm trying something new, and I really like it. And it's funny because it's very reminiscent of Duel Masters. In fact, I believe Duel Masters was a watered-down form of Magic the Gathering. Because they were both done by Wizards of the Coast. Except Duel Masters was more geared towards, a child audience, whereas Magic the Gathering is more towards, the teenage demographic and above. Which, makes sense, because the cards, the strategies, all that are a bit more advanced. And you have to think quite a bit. Not saying that in Yu-Gi-Oh! At competitive levels, you don't have to think. Quite the opposite. But, there's a whole lot more to deal with. You gotta deal with, do I want to attack this turn? Or do I want to wait and see if he attacks? Do I want to play this instant now or later? Do I want to play this enchantment now or later? In deck building, do I want to go one color or do I want to do a combination of colors? Do those two colors synergize well? It's bonkers because, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're making a deck, sure, you can slap together a deck, but it won't work very well. Most of the time, you're going for a certain, either kind of card or, type of card, I guess. Like Geargions or Aztecs. I ran Aztec deck on Dueling Network. Or, you're going for a warrior deck where, all your cards are gonna be warrior related. I actually ran a very good warrior deck in real life that was centered around, you know, I was the fast player in Yu-Gi-Oh! All my decks were 40 cards. I never went above. I went as low as I could go. And my strategy was to chain as much as possible. So almost every card I had in that deck had the special ability to either summon, you know, special summon another card, or get something out of the graveyard, or something like that, to basically swarm the field. Mind you, most of the time they were low-level monsters, but you see, that's where it got interesting. I would... because I was really into synchro monsters. I thought they were the coolest things ever, and I thought Xyz monsters were pretty fucking cool, too. So then we got into the synchros and shit like that, and the Xyz. I remember one card in particular, its whole deal was, it was a level 3, and you could special summon another warrior up to level 4. And most of the time, I would special summon another level 3, and then Xyz summon something else, you know. Or I would bring out a level 3 that was a tuner, synchro, and I'd have a level 6 out that turn. But the biggest thing about that deck, the whole deck centered around one card that was the fucking bomb. It was an 8-star synchro monster. I believe it had 2,800 attack, and I don't even know the defense. But its attack went up by 300 for every warrior in the graveyard. So by the time I was able to get it out, I probably had about 15 in the graveyard. So unless it was bounced back by some sort of trap card or special effect or something like that, you would have to beef up a monster pretty big to, you know, stop it. And basically, I remember at one point I was able to get him out within 3 turns and still had 8 warriors in the graveyard, because obviously when you synchro summon, the cards go to the graveyard. So right away, if I'm running all warriors, and even if I was doing a level 4 tuner with a level 4 monster, summon him, that's at least 2 warriors. So, you know, you can see very quickly how this would start piling up. I remember I got a 2, within 2 turns, the duel was over as soon as he was out, because it was just wreckage. And then, I think the most recent, because I haven't actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, because I'd lost touch with the main friend, you know, that we all played with. We had basically a club. But anyway, the last deck I ran was a Fire Synchro, because a Fire Structure deck just came out, and I thought, yeah, I'll run something different. I kind of learned how to use it. It was really different, and meh. If I ever get back in, I'll probably just do a straight up either Synchro or Warrior deck again. Or, you know, find the cards to make the Aztec deck I had online, because that worked really, really well. But anyway, guys, I think we'll be able to get into one more battle here before we gotta end it. And I'm going to do one more episode before I end this recording session. For this, I'm gonna jump into Mega Man next. And then, I think maybe I'll work on my next scripted episode after that. Because I'm gonna be up for a while anyway. Because I was asleep until like 4 o'clock today, We can go a little bit. Nah, I'll save it for next episode. I hope you guys are having a nice day. If not, try and make tomorrow better. And bye, guys.